Hello teachers, hello future teachers. My name is Teacher Allison and welcome back to my classroom where we talk about all things relating to online teaching, from hiring processes to teaching tips and tricks to just real life chats about what's going on in our students' lives halfway around the world in China. Welcome, and today this video is for all of you newbies out there. So whether you just signed your contract and you're looking to get started with your first bookings, or whether you are looking into VIPKid and wanting to get hired and you are trying to decipher this language that we have all made up. VIPKid has this language of its own, and I have a great resource I created for you. It is free. Otherwise, I would make an hour-long video. So check it out. The link is in the description box. It's over on my website. And today we're actually going to break down two of these abbreviations. And they're the ones I see most often. So we're going to talk about the frenzy and 24-hour bookings. So hopefully this will help. Let's get to it. I want to kick off this video by talking about two of our most used just terms of endearment. So the first one is a bao bao. What the heck is a bao bao? A bao bao it means baby in Chinese. It's their baby. So when you're teaching when you're teaching a child and you don't know what they're saying and you can't get them to pronounce their name so you can understand it, so you can say it, a great fallback is bao bao. It's also what we use for anonymity when we are talking about our students on Facebook or Instagram. We say, bao bao did a great job today. My bao bao this, my bao bao that. It's a term for endearment. My dearest student, my baby student. It is a great term. Their parents probably call them bao bao all the time. And it's just a very sweet name and a very sweet nickname for your students. And the second one is the Hutong. I'm going to talk about it a little later on in this video, but a Hutong is basically an alleyway. But it's not just like any old creepy alleyway that you think of when you hear alleyway. It is the alleyway where everything happens. It's where all the happenings are. So VIPKid's first headquarters were actually in a Hutong, in an alleyway. Of course, they have outgrown it and they've since moved, but it is an alleyway. So we call our online forum the Hutong because it is where the happenings are. It's where we get a lot of official information. We're going to talk about it. Keep watching. So let's get right on to it. What the heck is the frenzy? Are my 24-hour bookings on? Here we go. The frenzy takes place once every week. So your main frenzy takes place at noon Beijing time, Monday afternoon. So that is Sunday night for most of us American time zones. It will be midnight Monday morning if you are on the East Coast during daylight savings time, but it is noon Beijing time every Monday. And this is the opportunity for parents to book you for the next week. So I have my handy dandy calendar. Okay, June 1st at noon in Beijing, parents will be able to book you for the week of the 8th. This calendar starts on Monday. It's important to know so you don't get mixed up, okay? So parents will be able to start booking you for the week of the 8th. This is for all new students. This is for recurring students that missed the pre-frenzy, which I will talk about in a minute. So we call it a frenzy because overnight while you're sleeping, all the bookings come in, and so you're going to wake up to a bunch of classes booked. You can check on the app and it'll say what happened in the last 8 hours, and it won't catch all of them, obviously, because it was 8 hours. But noon Beijing time, it's where it's at, okay? So for your regulars, it looks a little different. Their slot is automatically held for you if they booked you before. So let's say today I'm teaching my sweet bao bao at midnight, 12 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning. That spot will automatically be held for them 2 weeks out. So a lot of times right after class, you will get a priority booking request from that parent. And if you can teach, great, accept it. If not, don't worry about it. But this is what we kind of call the pre-frenzy. They have up until a certain amount of time the day before to claim that spot. If not, it opens up to anybody. And I don't know that exact time, but if they don't grab it, there's nothing you can do about it. As much as you want to sometimes for these sweet bao baos. Anyways, that is the frenzy in a nutshell. You want to make sure you have at least 2 weeks worth of your bookings open. Parents like to see consistency, so I like to book at least a month out. And I know not all of us can be that consistent with our bookings. Just be as consistent as you can while going as far ahead as you can, but really the minimum you would really like to be 2 weeks so parents can see that they can book you again. Great, right? The frenzy. Short and simple. It's your bookings. It's important. You want to have your bookings open by noon Beijing time on Monday, or you might miss out, and nobody wants to miss out. All right. The second thing we're talking about is 24-hour bookings. What does that mean? Is it on? I don't know. All right. So I'm going to show you on the phone app because that's where it's really vague, and it's a lot more obvious on the teacher portal, like on your computer. Okay. So if you look here, right now I have no slots open. All right. I cannot be booked. I am not going to teach, but I do want to teach. So I'm going to toggle this little switch. Let's look at 12 a.m. We're going to toggle this little switch. Okay. Now it's on. You're also going to notice a little box with 24H. This is your 24-hour option. It is not available right now. You will not be booked 24 hours ahead of class. So I'm looking at 12 a.m. I'm looking at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. the day before stops my bookings if I don't have my 24 hours available, okay? So there's pros and cons to this. The pro is if you get booked within 24 hours, you get $2 extra, but you might also sleep through everything, sleep through the parent booking you, sleep through the class, and then you're penalized $10 with a teacher no-show in your stats for the month. So there's pros and cons, all right? So I'm going to now tap that 24H, 24-hour button, and you're going to notice it's now turned blue. It is on. You can be booked up to an hour before this class. So 11 p.m. the night before, once that hits, I can't be booked for that slot anymore. There have been some flukes, but as a rule of thumb and what VIPKid says, you cannot be booked. You will also not get paid, obviously. You're not booked, you're not working, they're not going to pay you. Okay? So if you want to be more available, turn on that 24-hour slot. If it is blue, you are good to go. You will have the option to be booked up to an hour before that scheduled class time. Now, let's go into these pros and cons a little more. So I talked about the $2 extra. Sweet, right? But I also I glazed over just really quickly the cons. So they can book me theoretically at 10:59. Let's say they did, and let's say I had gone to bed because I have class at 4 in the morning. So, am I going to wake up? I don't know. I have my VIPKid alarm set. Is it going to go off? I don't know. I don't have my normal alarm set for a 12 a.m. class because it wasn't booked when I went to bed. So here are some options. You can wake up every hour to check your bookings, or you can pray for the best, or you can turn them off before you go to bed. So what works for me is my husband works nights, so he's awake anyways. I have installed the app on his phone. And I tell him, keep an eye on these bookings. Open the app and refresh it. Don't count on the notification. If I get booked, come wake my butt up. The $2 is so worth it to me. I will get up and I will put on my smile for bow bow, and then I'll go back to bed. This has also been really great to help you get some regulars, guys. A lot of times they're looking for a last minute booking because their regular teacher is filled or canceled, or, they forgot, so their slot got missed, or, their kid's just being a kid and they need them to do something. So this has been really good for my regulars. It really helps pad your paycheck as well. So I hope that kind of cleared that up. I see this question a lot in the newbie forums on Facebook, and I hear it a lot from my referrals, and I want to go into all the other abbreviations, but I don't want to make an hour-long video for you. So, like I said earlier, the link to the freebie is down in the description box. It is on my website, and you can just download it, and it's there. And it doesn't go into depth like this video did. It just basically says the abbreviation, and then I spell it out for you. But if you would like more advice, more explanation, then please email me. Obviously, I'm always open to be emailed, whether you use me as your referring teacher or not. I'm here to help you guys. I'm not here to make all the cash. So my email, onlineteacherallyson@gmail.com, also in the description box. And If you found this helpful and you would love for me to be your referring coach, I would love that. My referral code is ALLYS0124. There's also going to be a link that's going to take you directly to my code. If you don't see my face in there, it's not my code. Reach out to me. You can also find me on Instagram, teacher.allison, and on Facebook, Teacher Allison as well. Don't know where you live the most, but I try to be available for all of you. Yeah, that is it for today's video. Keep an eye out. My next video is going to be all about how much I made with my first contract with a VIPKid, with all of my bumps and bruises I took along the road. It's sure to be a great one. And I also have an announcement coming up. It probably won't be the next video, but keep an eye out for that as well. I am super excited about it, and it's a great opportunity for me. It's a great opportunity for you guys, and yeah, hit the bell so you don't miss any of that. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let me know in the comment box just kind of what confused you the most, or what are you the most confused about if you are still learning, and I'll be happy to help. I will see you in the next one. Happy teaching. Bye.